Hello everyone, welcome back to Let's Play Oblivion. There is a door before us. Let's go through it. To the experiment chambers. Are experimental? There's a doggy. And it reached me a lot quicker than I expected. Oh, that did quite a bit of damage. Okay, that's no bother. I say that. See? Yeah, no bother. I knew that. Is it experiment or experimental? Experiment chambers. I suppose the chambers themselves are not experimental, are they? So that is... makes sense. Put on down there. Oh, this is dangerous. Oh boy. I can't be good. You would just go to the side of the room, my lady. You would be fine, probably. Standing there probably isn't. Experiment setup and what's this? Hunger versus Shambles with Elven Catalyst. While generally an even match, these two Shambles versus a single Hunger. Previous experiments have indicated the presence of one body causes the Hunger to increase its ferocity. Territorial hunting imperative is completely lacking in the Shambles. They seek to destroy life, not to devour it. In this case, I have confined a Hunger to his cage while leaving an unspoiled high elf female in viewing distance. Hungers seem to have a particular thirst for the elf maiden blood. Not we all. And this one on the verge of flowering should be a particularly irresistible morsel. I hypothesize that the Hunger will fight with greater force and precision in the upcoming battle, after I let the creature and elf maiden stew a while in each other's proximity. I shall return in a few days to run the experiment. There's... there. Shall save you, my lady. I will not press any of these. That will probably be really, really bad. Maybe I can get down there somehow and help her out. The guard dog. It is opened elsewhere. The button. Oh boy. That is... well, it depends what the experiment was. If it was to create a zombie, then it worked. Test subject ceased. The experiment was here. And I have to work with this person, you say? I think Sir V might just cut her head off. That's a pretty in-character thing to do. I don't think the game will let me do that, though. Dodge! Drop on this guy, absolutely. There we go. That was a good little flurry. Check out his mates, because they won't be very tough at all. He says, it's a guardian. It's a little bit trickier, but there we go. Get rid of him. Thank you. Yeah! Ah! Okay. Elven Claymore and stone, but now I'm not going to bother with that. Okay then, we're a bit too late to save these. And none of the blood dripped into the bowls. It's a bit of a waste, isn't it? It's pretty damn grisly. Never learn. Definitely horrible, grisly experiments going on here, isn't there? Another failed experiment. What? I suppose she's trying to make another gatekeeper, probably. I suppose if we help her, she'll stop these mad experiments, won't she? Yeah! Ah, damn it. Hello. Yeah. I feel like we're getting closer, or we have to be. I mean, it's obvious that, you know, we're getting further in. I don't think we're getting any further away, are we? That's pretty obvious. Not push that. Cold blood. I have paired up a hound and the shambles. I see. Yeah, the creatures of equal fighting capacity. However, I have recently drained the hound of its zombie blood and replaced it with the blood extracted from a Breton corpse, which had lain for a week rotting in the hot sun. When I return, having let it acclimatise to its new supply of vital fluid, I expect the hound will perform much less efficiently than normal. What's the point to make things less efficient? Project Houndblood, Day 7. My theory stated before the trial is thus: blending the most recent concoction of Houndblood with that of from a headless zombie will result in the beast of greater fury and resistance to pain. Test 1. Subject 1 has the current concoction and Subject 2 has the new mixture. Battle 1. Subject 1 lasted approximately 1 minute before expiring, having done an average amount of injury to Subject 2. Subject 2 seemed not to notice most of the injuries it received. Battle 2. After a drawn-out combat, Subject 1 killed Subject 2, but suffered near-fatal wounds. Subject 2 fought to the bitter end with the same energy it started with. Battle 3. Subject 2 went out very quickly. Battle 4. Subject 1 lasted less than a minute. Subject 2 took little injury. Test 2. Subject A and B both have the standard blood. Subject C and D have the new blood. Battle 1 lasted just over a minute, both hounds suffering grievous injury and somewhat bothered by their wounds. Battle 2, nearly identical results. Battle 3 lasted over 2 minutes, both hounds suffering grievous injury, neither seemed very wounded or bothered by their wounds. Battle 4 lasted under a minute, both suffering grievous injury, neither seemed very bothered by their wounds. Seems my original theory is correct. In future trials, I will try watering down the headless zombie blood before adding it to the mixture to gain some insight to the actual potency of the blood itself and determine how much of the additional effect is coming from this combination with existing ingredients. Oh. And that's a shambles right there. Good, that was the one I wanted to win. I was betting on that one. Lock that back up. Oh, and that guy in half. Well, he was already dead. So... which way I've been now? I don't think I've been this way. Hi. Let's not forget about that experiment at the start. I'm kind of, you know, vaguely thinking... maybe I can get her to let the elf maiden go, but that's something to happen or not. I think it's unlikely. Corpse pit. Oof. That's tempting. What else have we got? Sanctum of Vivisection. Go with the corpse pit actually, just for now. This is massive. It's certainly not scrimped on the... okay. obviously where they've dumped the corpses. Maybe I shouldn't go down that bit. No. Oh. Oh, this is just going to lead round to... Yes, okay, that makes sense. Well, put you guys out your misery, I think. Really good though, I like this. I do, I like it. I like it trudging through knee-deep water that's filled with corpses. I mean, I wouldn't like choose to do it as a hobby or anything, but I like the setting for adventuring in. It's pretty nice. Some of them coming alive to attack you. But yeah, the corpse pit isn't really doing it for me, I gotta say. It's I don't really know what I expected, to be honest, but a little flavour to what she's been up to. Is she through here then? Oh, is it going to load? No. I mean, it's not even going to do me. Oh, there it is. Okay. Oh. Wow. Okay. Frame rate? How about we, okay then. Yep, really like. If I save it? Be saved? I don't know if it's saved. I load. Hasn't it? Does it's not even saving when I'm asking it to save. It's that slow. Come on. Wow. Okay. Unlike something in here. Oh, I tried to import a command there. That was a big mistake. So we've hit a bit of a snag in terms of the frame rate here. Really playable. So if I escape, and I've pressed escape now. I did press escape. I'm pretty sure I did. Now I know how to get the menu up. I was pressing escape. Turn around slowly. Leave. I have tried to. There we go. Okay, right. We'll save here. Oh dear. This is interesting. Why is he doing this then? Maybe I should get a better PC. Yeah, it's still really slow. What if I put the lightning away? I did ask it to. Wonder why it's doing that. I'll put the lighting away. Maybe it's just some weird lighting or something. I don't know. Reload it and it's slow again. All right, I'll have to restart the game. I'm making you guys watch this so you can see some of the stuff that it's a little bit better, I suppose. Gonna put up with in making videos like this. You guys just don't know the half of it. Right, well, I need to get out of there so I can exit the game and... Okay. Yeah. There we go. Right, so if I just quit out, it's gonna quit. Go back in. Interesting what's caused this. Some sort of script working here. I mean, I did hear someone scream as I entered. So it's whatever is happening to him. Okay, that was very interesting. But switch it off and on again, and that usually fixes stuff, doesn't it? Don't want to press any more buttons. There's no obvious elf maid here though. I'm just worried that I'm gonna. Okay, there's two shambles here, so Not shambles. Flesh golems, I think. Not that ridiculous kick. Funny, I knew the difference between them and what was going on, but I don't. One's doing that weird, really weird kind of kang thing a little bit more, and unsurprisingly, that's the one that's getting his ass kicked because, yes, it's a ridiculous move. And no, that one did it just now as well. How is that even? Oh, no, there you go. You see, you do that, and you just you really leave yourself vulnerable to a counter attack, a painful counter attack. See, that's oh god, that's gonna hurt. Stop doing it. Just stop exposing your vital parts like that. Well, maybe it'll. There we go. Should have had bets on. Should have had bets for that. Okay. Can you please stop killing everyone? Oi.
You! I remember you! You're the adventurer who slew my gatekeeper, are you not?
And I really should slay you. Yes, I slew him.
The ends justify the means, do they? You'll pay for that one day. Now, by all means, come right in. Walk in here as if you own the place. By what authority do you disturb me?
I'm afraid I'm going to have to, by my authority as Duke, I am the Duke of New York. No, I am, name drop, Lord Sheogorath.
I see. Sheogorath is too important to come on his own account. He sends his mortal lackey. Well then, I trust my servants didn't give you too hard a time getting in here? What is it Sheogorath's lackey requires of me?
I need to cut your head off. I need to cut your head off. My lord demands the new gatekeeper. See, I could be like, my lord demands, or I could be all like polite. I don't want to do either of these, but I suppose I don't want to be particularly polite to us. So my lord, just my lord. I'll do this one.
Oh, does he now?
Will you lend us your powerful? I don't want to butter her up. I want to kill her. I want to cut her head off. She deserves it. He commands it.
Fine. If it be my lord's will, then it is also my own. But I'm too distraught over the death of my child to return to his womb. This you must do. You will travel to the Gardens of Flesh and Bone.
All the way back there.
You will gather mystical components needed for the ceremony. Go fetch me blood liqueur, osseous marrow, dermis membrane, and essence of breath. And take this key. It will allow you into the gardens and give you direct access to my sanctum.
Sure, I want it, love. So a fetch quest, huh?
You will travel to the Gardens of Flesh and Bone and collect for me these things. Blood liqueur.
Yeah, I know. But how?
Are you not the exalted Duke, slayer of the great gatekeeper, champion of our mighty lord Sheogorath? I'm sure you'll be able to find these things. If not, perhaps Sheogorath's faith in you is misplaced. Go now. You try my patience.
Well, you say go now, but I won't. I'm going to ask you more questions. For example, about the Gardens of Flesh and Bone.
For many years, I labored painstakingly in those gardens until my back bent and my soul became crooked. But the fruits born of that labor were the essential components of true flesh. You will go there and gather the components needed to bring my new child into this world.
What about all these victims?
Oh, you mean my research subjects? Don't trouble yourself with their fates. They're volunteers of one sort or another.
It's about that.
Besides, they are furthering important research into the nature of pain and suffering, of life and death. Don't be concerned. I always return the worthy ones to life. Besides, Lord Sheogorath has sanctioned my studies and my methods. Any loyal servant of the Mad God would respect his decision in this matter.
Suppose that's set them free, stop torturing them. There we go.
I know your type. You believe yourself better than everyone else. You persecute genius when you find it because we are able to see around the sharp corners of your simplified morality. I see the vast horizons of thought while you cannot see past the tip of your own nose. I can grant the guilty the cleansing fire of retribution so they may die purified of soul. And I can grant the worthy everlasting life. And what can you offer the world except the hot air escaping through that hole in your head?
Look, love, there wouldn't be a world if it wasn't for me. I'm going to press with this. I know that in the past, Survey has sanctioned the torturing of people, which I've probably done better with bribery and stuff like that. That's what I should have done. So maybe we'll retcon that at some point. But I don't think that he'll be like, you're right, pardon my narrow mind. It doesn't really fit well with me. There are sort of hard limits that we can't go with this character, and just like letting this slide because this is really sadistic. I command you to stop.
Out of deference to my Lord Sheagorath, I will allow this outburst. In fact, I will acquiesce to your request.
Go.
But only if you can prove to me the sincerity of your position and the depth of your conviction. Are you willing to trade places with these souls? To bear the full weight of their pain and afflictions? Weigh this question carefully.
I'm gonna have to say yes. And I noble paladin and all that. I know we've kind of been slipping and all that, but in the morality and things, all I can say, yes.
Are you sure? You will not easily heal the damage done to you. This is a permanent sacrifice you are making. In fact, it is likely you will die.
Yeah, this is probably some sort of stat.
Perhaps you had better reconsider.
Stat reduction. But yeah, though this is we're gonna do it.
Truly. Very well. I wasn't quite finished with them. But as long as you remain in Sheagorath's favor, I will not conduct experiments on these people. Very well. This might hurt a little.
Yeah, everything's damaged.
Please stop!
But how much by? So our endurance was 100, wasn't it? Still is. Gonna have to find a shrine or something. I don't think there's anything that take to, because if we like restore strength or something, restore health. We can restore luck. That's been touched. Okay, it's down to 49. Curious about what that sacrifice actually was. Restore strength. But that's just damage though, so really I don't know. I mean, it's 93, so I don't know how much of a sacrifice we made there. So this is back to normal. Oh, for God! I hope to free her. Whoops! Right, I'm not going to touch any buttons. I was hoping to let them all go. I'm not going to touch any buttons. Buttons are bad. Day 12. Day 12 observations and summary conclusions. Removing an arm from the young wood elf female made her fight all the harder for her life, despite being clearly outmatched. In previous battles, she fought much less bravely and to lesser effect. She lasted a full minute against my most angry of hounds before her throat was ripped out and I had to revive her. However, removing just the feet of the middle-aged Nord male made him despondent without any will to defend himself, even against a lesser foe. So pitiful was the look on his face of his corpse that I decided to leave him be rather than resurrect him. After so many years of scientific study, I still cannot abide apathy. I am sure that my aversion to pity has coloured my findings, as I only make use of the strong-willed test subjects. Though I suppose, flawed as my research may be, it is still more revealing and faithful than any other for me. After studying various combats between the test subjects and in this project, I've concluded that much as the pain threshold is inconsistent with a given species, so too is the effect of dismemberment. Whether beast or man, the removal of a limb, be it functional as a hand or peripheral as a tail, has varying effects on the subject, having to do more with individual temperament than any biological or cultural endowment. Whatever the particular effect is substantial, whether it enhances the subject's tendency towards aggressiveness or passivity, or swings them to the other extreme. Removing a limb has profound effect on behaviour. Yeah, it might do. You'd have thought that, wouldn't you? After reviewing my notes, I will attempt to catalogue the similarities and differences between the subjects and their responses. I may be able to offer Lord Sheogorath a guidebook dealing how to craft a better kingdom by removing various appendages from the bodies of its people. We need to stop this lady. We need to stop her. Absolutely, 100% need to prevent her from doing anything, really. But we need to work for her first, sadly. But yes, this see the health and everything was on my strength, etc. was damaged, not drained. Going for a bit of a rest now, are you? And this is where she sort of hangs out. I can't sleep in her bed, not that I particularly want to, with sort of the hound there. Let me watch over you as you sleep. Yeah, don't mind me. So the shambles are those things. I obviously don't want to steal from her. Be naughty. Yeah, and some stores here which I'm not going to take anything of, even if I could. Right, so another fetch quest. This time back to hello.
No way. I'm never talking to you ever again. After she found out what I told you, she... You have no idea what pain is until she... Just leave me alone. Go away.
Oh, that's a bit of a engine. Temperament, wasn't it? I don't remember you. I should do. I don't. Bad me. I'm bad. Bad. General. Ah, okay. Bit massive for a secret entrance, isn't it? Where are we? My agility and willpower are both reduced. That's not really a big... Yeah, we only have to travel over here. Yeah, working for a crazy experimental science lady thing. Because we have to. Because Lord Sheogorath commands it, and because I am the Duke. Just gonna have to go with it, I'm afraid. Where's the way in? What's attacking me? Oh. That's what I was afraid of. Okay, so we're back here, and we shall go through the door next time. Right then, I shall see you all on the other side. Thank you very much, everybody, for watching this episode of Let's Play Shivering Isles. The plot thickens, I guess, with us working for this evil lady. But we'll see where it leads, I suppose. Creating another gatekeeper. Right then. Until then, everybody, thank you very much for watching.